What's up, we're at Lake Ozarks. I'm going to do a little review on the Lew's cranking series rods. This specific rod is the 10XD rod. Crankbait bite's still going on, but it's not nearly as good as it was when they were running all the current here. But I had plenty of time to kind of figure out if I liked it, what I like, what I don't like, and some things I want to talk about with it. So we'll start with the specs of this rod. This is the 10XD rod. They have an 8XD, a 6XD, and I believe a 5XD rod. Now this one is 7'10". It's a medium heavy power and it's an extra fast action. It's rated for a 1/4 to 2 ounce on your lures, and it says 8 to 17 pound on your line. Now it says it's an extra fast action. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. I'll bend it down, but you can see that bends pretty far down into the blank. So I would not consider that extra fast. Maybe in terms of a cranking rod, you could say that's an extra fast action, but I would say that's more of a moderate, maybe a moderate fast at best. So that's in line with what I prefer for cranking. I know when I bought it and I saw that extra fast, I was a little hesitant to see. I didn't want something that has too fast of a tip on it because I think it gives the fish a little more opportunity to throw the hooks. When you have a rod that's got a little bit of flex into the tip, that just absorbs the fish with the head shake, or if they jump, I think it keeps them buttoned up a little bit better. But with that being said, you don't want one that's too spongy or comes too far down into the blank, because then it's just mushy and you can't feel anything and you lose a lot of sensitivity. So there's a happy medium in that regard. So it has a like wind grip style handle, which is really nice. It's grippy, it's tacky. It's not too tacky though. You know, hands get wet, you can still hold on to the rod and make long casts with it. The rod itself is actually pretty dang light and balanced. It's not a broomstick in diameter. It's overall just, you know, a light, nice rod. And the guides have been good too. I haven't had anything that's been fraying. None of them's been popping out. So all in all, I think it's a good rod for the money. I've been throwing 6XDs, 10XDs, Berkley dredgers, both the 20 and 25s on it, and it's done really well with all of it. You can make a long, effortless cast with it. Like I said, the tip's not too spongy to where you can still have good accuracy. You still have good sensitivity when you're bringing it through brush piles, bringing it over rocks. You can feel what's going on with the bait. You can tell if it's got a little wobble to it. If you pick up a little rock on the hook or something and it kind of slows down your wobble, or you get a little bit of grass or moss or something on your trebles, you can instantly tell that's there. So you always know what your bait's doing, and that's a key a lot of times. Sometimes, you know, the fish don't always slam the crankbait. It just feels a little different. You kind of got to ease into it, and you know, they just have the back of the bait. They didn't inhale the whole thing. I have it paired with a Daiwa Tatula, just a 5-4-1. I knew I was going to use this for basically 6XDs and dredgers and just deep diving crankbaits in that 20 to 25 foot range. So I wanted to get something that I wasn't going to wear myself out cranking with all day. I would definitely buy this rod again, especially for the price point. I think they, you know, did a good job of getting some rods that can do various things. I think the 6XD rod is a little bit shorter. It might only be 7.5 foot or maybe 7'8", but I went for the 7'10" just because I wanted to have a little bit extra casting distance, and I think it helps a little bit with the tip of the rod, especially when you get some of the bigger baits like the 10XDs and stuff. I didn't want to feel that I was overpowered. So it does handle 6XDs and Berkley dredgers and stuff. I would consider perfect without overpowering those, but you're not underpowered when you get to those little bit bigger crankbaits. So that's my review for the Lew's 10XD cranking series rod. Let me know if anybody has the 8XD or the 6XD or the 5XD rod and how you like them. So hopefully that helps you if you're on the fence or considering buying one of these rods. I would definitely give it a good look and try it out and see what you think.